Hey guys, it's Sheena. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another traveler's notebook for you guys. So she looks like this. You've probably seen the cover on my Instagram. There's no specific theme once again, but I was trying to stick to the overall sepia sort of tones on the cover, but apparently I can't stick to themes anymore. I don't know, but I just, what you gotta do, right? So I just, just let creation take its place, and this is what I came up with. So this one is not as chunky as my previous one, but she has quite a bit of fabrics and whatnot, so let's open her up. All right. So again, this one is slightly different. This one I just made a postcard sort of top in the front instead of having that sort of flap in the front. So this is a real vintage postcard, but I really just fell in love with this picture right there of this lady, and it has this oval frame of it. So you have a bit of fabric tab here, and there's a heart charm right there. And on the back of this one we have this is a page from an old French Sunday missal, so I just included that in so you could use it as journaling paper and things like that. And this is a tag which you can journal on the back as well. I thought the ribbon was super cute, so that is that on the front. So I'll just take that out so it doesn't bulk up. And then on the inside, so I've used this is actually from Tim Holtz, so the inside is slightly more colorful than the front, so I decided to just, let's just go with it. It's pretty plain here because I just already really love the collage that's going on there, but I also added a fabric page here with it's embroidered, so it's really pretty and I love it. There's a big pocket here, and there's some ruffles on the bottom as well. And on the back of this tuck spot we have this real vintage telegram. This one is, I think, Belle from Belgium, so that's really pretty. I really love the four ladies here. I'm sorry my camera's zooming in and out, ignore it, but yeah, so I thought that was a really nice addition for this one right there. And then on the front of the pocket I have included a vintage calling card right there that's authentic as well. And then we have a vintage letter right here. So this is written in pencil, but I still think, the calligraphy is pretty as well, so you could use that for, decorating your journals and things like that. So yeah, I thought that was really pretty. Let's put that there. And then on the inside we have a bit of fabric here, and then this is a double pocket, so you have one here and then one on the back like so. Just some bits and pieces made out of pattern paper, and also envelope, vintage envelope. This is part of a vintage greeting card. I thought you could journal here, and on the back it's embossed as well, so I thought that was pretty special. We have a vintage library card as well, which you can use to journal, and coffee stain more if you want a sort of a more vintage look to this. We also have a vintage receipt from 1920, I believe, so that's that there. And then we have a bit of gold fabric on the top. We have part of a vintage dictionary page, and then on this side we have just places for you to journal. I did a bit of collaging here as well. And then on this side we have a huge pocket. So this one I have included a picture of this beautiful lady. I thought she looked so perfectly posed there, and then I just added some fabric here just to sort of give it that it might be one of what she was wearing and things like that. And then here is actually a pocket like so, so you have a pocket on the back here, and this one just flips open like so, so you have that. And then on the inside of the pocket you have some ephemera and a journaling card here. This is a blue one. I thought just I wanted to, you know, brighten up the page a little. You could journal on the back of that. And then we have a vintage receipt and also another vintage receipt. So it's so one is more aged and one is more of a cream, not cream, more of a whitish color. So you get at least some variety of colors for you guys right there. And then we also have a vintage poetry book page. This is the front cover, which I love. And then I just, you know, turn it into something so you would have more space to journal on. Some sari trim on the side. And then this is a pocket as well. So you could slip something in here. And then on this side is, this is a vintage postcard. The reason I chose is because I like the sort of the grid that's on the back. I don't get that a lot in postcard. It just adds a different visual texture to the page. And then this is from the Graphics Fairy, one of their end papers collection, so you could journal on that as well. Also, the line page for this one is it's a bit thin, the paper, so I decided to just clip this in here so at least it would give it a bit more weight to the paper as well. So that just tucks in there like so. And then here we have a vintage Sears catalog page. I chose this one because it has this beautiful, gorgeous motifs on the watches. I thought it was really nice. Edith Holden book page, of course. Right, so this is from a vintage greeting card as well. The interesting thing about this one is it has this cutout here, which I thought that was really cool, and this is sort of a 3D-ish kind of effect to the greeting card. I think it adds so much to the page. And then you could peek through to the other side of the page right there. You could even, you know, put a photo here if you'd like, and then it sort of frames the whole thing. Pattern paper right there. This is an asymmetrical kind of pocket, so it looks like that. This is, I think this is from Prima, I think, this pattern paper, and then the back is just a vintage envelope. So you have a railroad ticket right there. So this is real ephemera, and then this is some pattern paper that you can use to journal on. So just right there. And then on the other side we have this fabric pocket, which is very, very pretty. I just add the sequins just to sort of bring this page, the gold here to, you know, elevate it. And then inside here we also have another railroad ticket like so. Yeah, so the back is just looking like so. And then we have also more pattern paper that you can journal on the back as well. The back was plain. I just backed it up with some coffee stain paper and then added a little ribbon for that more feminine touch. And then on this part of the page we have a French letter, the envelope and the letter on the inside. So that's that you have quite a bit of letters in this journal. And then you also have this wax seal here. This one I just added it in because it was plain and I wanted to give sort of texture to the envelope, so I thought that was a really nice touch. This is pattern paper, but again, I love the roses. We have a lace pocket up here. This is a vintage recipe, handwritten recipe page. And then you also have a real vintage postcard right here, which is unused, and you can use it to journal your thoughts. And then here is an aerogram, blue color, just to again add more sort of color to the journal. And then I just folded the excess length and made it into a pocket, so you have a pocket right there like so, which you can tuck something in. This is part of an envelope which I glued down just to give the paper a bit more, because it's really thin, again just to give it more weight. And then the center page, a bit of collaging here, so you can journal on here, and she just looks like that on the center. So essentially this journal has more space to journal in. It's not as heavily decorated as the previous one. again on the other side of that pocket. And this is a religious sort of card. This is from 1933. I thought that was really adorable to have the sort of the colors here. They're all muted. And then pattern paper on this side as well. Here we have a pocket. This is made out of just, you know, plain lined paper, and then this is actually a sticker, so I just stuck it there just to give it that grungy feel to things. So this is pattern paper, which you can journal on the back of that. Gorgeous sari trim, so really pretty. I added a button here to give more sort of weight to the sari, otherwise it just sort of kept moving around, so I just wanted this a little bit of weight there. So here is a huge pocket. This is actually printed ephemera, and then you can tuck something in here, and this little ruffle here, and there's a charm here that I've attached that just says love, so that is there. And then this is the other side of that greeting card, really pretty, and I just left the sentiments there. Again, very beautiful illustration. And then here is just some border from a leisure page. Edith Holden, of course. Gorgeous flowers. The Sears catalog page. And then here I just did a little bit of collaging on this thin vintage paper, again just to add weight as well here. So this is a fabric sort of tip-in at the corner right there. Some more fabric tabs here, and then this one here is a vintage postcard. Again, a lot of muted colors in this one. You can journal on the back. And then this is actually from a bookkeeping old bookkeeping book that I have. So they have sort of samples of these receipts and things like that, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then that dictionary page, and then just a bit more fabric on the top. That's the back of that vintage receipt. Here I left this sort of pattern paper blank, so you could use it to do your own collaging. And this is actually part of an envelope from this side. So this one, which is the last page by the way, so this envelope flips open like that, and then you could tuck, you know, it's your journaling in there. And then this is a pocket right here. This is from pattern paper. You have some vintage receipts here as well, so it just closes like that, and it kind of looks like an asymmetrical pocket tuck spot as well, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then this is the other side of that not pattern paper, sorry, embroidered fabric. And then at the end I just did a bit of ruffles here with a tiny sequin, gold sequin, and then I added these two sort of photo ends here, and then included this vintage photo of a lady, which I think she looks super cute, and she's so happy, so I love that. And then the back is, let's just look like that, and then you can, once you're done, you can put, you know, when you finish writing it and things like that. So yeah guys, that is the finished journal for this week, I think. So I need to get started as well. I will be announcing the giveaway winners on Monday this coming week, so stay tuned to that. And yeah, and thank you for being so patient guys. I know it's been really long, so but thank you for staying with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.